more.
I really wanted to talk about this one because she goes by the name Crazy, and the entire show through and through, and even the word around the streets is this girl specifically did it. I mean, and it's a kind of a lie to say that a lot of the girls didn't want to do it for a little bit of publicity, but they said that this girl only did it for publicity and only did it for her music career.
Yeah.
Are you guys real close?
I like Crazy's grandma. What's up, Crazy grandma? Crazy, she's nice. I don't really speak with her very much because I don't know. I just like different kinds of people than that. She's a really nice girl, but I like people that are just like real, honest. If you don't like me, you talk crap right to my face. That's my kind of people. I would say Crazy is most likely to become the next William Hung. That's my vote for Crazy.
Wow, that's a low blow right there. Is she fake though? You think, like everyone keeps saying on the show?
She's not fake. She's just not.
She's not into Flav.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
And she's still on the show right now.
I think she should be on a novella. That's what I think Crazy should do.
She went by the name Like That on the show.
Yeah.
She definitely stood out. She was a little bit different than the rest of the girls. She and Flav seemed to get along very well. She didn't seem to get along with you right off the bat. And why?
She didn't like me because she said Rancho Cucamonga ain't no ghetto. And there's plenty of ghetto people in Rancho Cucamonga. Everybody that ever been there knows.
You get that question a lot from your, like, you know, the people on the MySpace or when you're in the streets or whatever.
Yeah,
she's from Jersey City, and I lived in a good part of Jersey, but I know Jersey City is crazy.
I've been to so many ghettos, dude.
So it
doesn't really matter. I act the same all the time. Yeah. So I mean.
So were you pissed that she kind of came at you like that and was telling the other girls? I mean,
it was annoying.
It's one thing to bring your name down, but to have a little congregation like, we're gonna talk about buckwild.
Yeah. She tried to get, but they wasn't even buying it. Nobody really? else was coming at me, just her.
Right.
You know, them other girls were just laughing like, whatever, buckwild ain't no problem with us. Everybody was cool. She was even cool with me. You know, she just had a problem with my voice, and if that's the only thing you ain't like about me, then you know, I guess that's not a big deal because it's just my voice, for God's sake.
Right.
I mean,
so
really,
because she accused you of not being like authentic or whatever, right?
But I didn't say I was born in the ghetto. I mean, I said I was from Rancho Cucamonga. Right. I didn't say Rancho Cucamonga was the ghetto. Right. But there's some ghetto people there.
You know what? It might have been from the show. They also glorified things too. I mean, that clip of her saying whatever she said about you played over and over. and
I
over.
know.
So it made it look like she hated you, but you guys.
It really did. We're cool. We talk all the time. You know, that's my girl. I seen her in New York. We kicked it. We went to some clubs.
Right.
She ain't finna throw me down no stairs.
She's
in the end. She stay in Jersey City. Yeah.
Now,
but we kicked it in New
York. A lot of the other girls, appearance-wise, look like they want to model or whatever. Is she trying to move on in the entertainment industry?
Is she trying to be a plus-size model?
That's what I want to know. Yeah.
I think a lot of people would like to see like that in them little lingeries. You know, some people are down with that, and you know, she's a very sexual person. You think Nibbles is sexual? Like that was trying to get some on the show. There's no doubt about that.
Who was the girl that was interested in other females? Because that came up on this.
That was definitely the Nibbler. The Nibbler is very bisexual.
And did anything happen at the house?
Nothing happened at the house, but you can check out me and Nibble's sexy picture on the MySpace. That's about as close as it gets.
Wow, I'm gonna check that out later.
You should, man. We got our clocks on, all seductive.
Ooh,
we know what time it is, baby.
I'm titillated.
We got the last picture, and there's so many rumors around you in New York. What did you? Was
it's so hard to even look at that.
What really went down?
Well, let's get a close up of her. Let's look at what you're talking about here. That's New York. Now, for those who don't know, she was the season 1 runner-up. You kind of threw her under the bus real quick, saying she did get around or whatever.
I wish I could throw her under a bus. If she was here right now, I would buy a bus just to drive over her with it.
Okay, so needless to say, you guys don't get along.
No. I never ever get along with her at all for no reason at all. I would just
and there's a list of girls who don't get along from season 1 and season 2.
I don't think there's a list of girls that do get along with her. I don't think even one exists.
And does she don't mind or what? She just has her own mentality, right?
I really don't know. I think she has issues. I think she's on lots of medication, you know, whether she bought it on the street or, you know, she has doctor prescribed, something's going on.
All right. So,
she ain't right.
Okay, so obviously, like you said earlier, she may have gotten around with Flav and did, you know, some stuff and got dumped. Yeah. And a lot of girls, like you said, didn't get along with her. What about a reunion show? There's got to be a reunion show in the works.
We did.
There had to be some words exchanged.
We exchanged more than words at the reunion.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
That's all I have to say.
All right.
Come see me any day, Tiffany.
Wow. Okay.
That's your real name, Tiffany, because, you know.
Okay.
New York sounds way more gangster than she really is. She's really very Tiffany.
Is she fake at all?
I mean, her hair definitely is, and I think the rest of her is too.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so.
The second season a little different. Her appearance looked a lot different.
She looked,
on season 2.
She was weird looking. I was like,
So some credit to her. Would you say she is one of the girls who's mostly into Flav though?
No.
On the show, it appears that she, out of all the girls, legitimately will die.
She's
for Flav.
crying.
Now is that? Do you think that's a little bit of a career boost?
Gag me.
Tell us how you really feel.
She ain't into nobody. She just, she could, but she would make out with the pole if somebody paid her to. She would.
As long as the camera's running, huh?
Exactly.
New York is like that.
Wow. She would slob on a doorknob all day long if somebody gave her a TV camera and a check for it.
Wow.
Well, that being said, we have a question from Dawn, and she wants to know, was New York the only reason why you left the show?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know the exact reason why you left. Did
people
you leave
ask
the
me
show
that.
You weren't eliminated.
I was not eliminated.
One of the only girls not eliminated.
I gave my clock back to him. He gave me a clock that night, and as soon as he invited New York to stay back in the house and rejoin the competition, I was like, no, I'm not having this. This is not what we came to do here, okay?
So you eliminated
She had already
yourself.
she was pushing crazy around. She was smoking all up in the house. I like to smoke stuff too. I could be smoking up in the house, but I respected all
right.
I had played by the rules. This girl was just doing whatever she wanted to do. And I knew if she came at me one more time, she was going to get hit. I said my words. I made her cry. Our arguing part was over. The next part was, knuckles to the nose. That's it.
And that could happen because you said
I'm on probation. I mean, people think because it's on TV, you see cops, people go to jail all the time on TV.
Yeah,
what do you think about the girl that spit on her? I mean, that was when you just watched the show as a fan.
At first, I was like, that was real. I guess.
Do you think she deserved it now that you ran into her and were like,
oh, she deserved. She definitely deserved to get spit on. She deserves everything that she gets. She really does. Anything that comes to New York, she deserves.
So New York is crazy, really. Wow.
She is, or she just plays it, which is just as bad because.
So we're gonna have to tune into the reality.
Got to deal with the consequences,
the reunion
baby.
show.
I can't wait for the
consequences at the reunion.
We might have to have you come in after.
Yeah,
just to explain what happened.
I might have to have a police escort in here after that show.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
No, it was crazy. It was great though. I have fun. All my girls.
From her, really, that was the only downside of the entire experience?
Yeah, that was it, man. I had a great time.
Life Flav.
Yeah, for real.
A lot of people always have the question, even as we've been talking about you coming in, a lot of people have the question, there's no way you could be attracted physically to Flavor Flav. But you were saying charming. I mean, he's a charming dude, right?
He has such a good vibe. But you get excited. He's fun,
Yeah.
You're not necessarily like, I don't have pictures of him up on my wall. Like,
You're not dreaming about him.
But I mean, when you get to know him, he's cool. You want to spend time around him. He's a good person. He takes good care of you. He's fun to kick it with. He smells good. He tastes good. He always got fried chicken hanging around somewhere.
What was the quote that you said at the beginning? You wanted to taste his...
I tasted his teeth.
Wow.
They were delicious.
Wow.
She getting Buckwild. BeckyBuckwild.com is the website. We'll also talk about her MySpace. And I really want to talk about your career. We'll do that in a minute. We talked about Flavor of Love for a while, but we also going to talk about her own personal,
real life.
What you got coming up as far as comedy and all that, right?
Absolutely. And I think Felicia out there in San Antonio, Texas has a question for you.
Oh, Felicia.
She
What's
said,
up, Felicia?
I would love to see your show in person. When do you plan on touring?
Well, actually, I'm on tour right now. I'm going to be in Chicago on October 9th hosting a dance show, a stomp show. There's going to be kids getting their boogie on, I'll be doing comedy in Ohio on the 13th with D-Ray, Shane,
In
Sean
Cleveland?
Harris.
I've seen that.
In
And those
Akron,
are some
actually.
heavy
Akron,
hitters
Ohio.
as far as comedians. So you get to
I'm
work with
performing
them.
with some of the best comedians ever.
D-Ray Davis is
D-Ray's my dog.
hilarious.
He's
Can you get him in the
hysterical.
show?
Hey, I
One of
call
you'll come
I
back.
call him up. He out here, he
Yeah.
hosts those More Better Mondays over at the
Right.
Improv.
Right,
there.
okay,
He's
cool.
very funny.
That is a big line. Do you get nervous going into a lineup like that where everybody is well established and they're hilarious?
It's cool because a lot of people have seen them and I haven't toured yet.
Right.
So a lot of people haven't seen me and my comedy is funny. So I'm happy. I'm excited, that they get to hear me for the first time, because a lot of those comics I'm performing with haven't even seen me
Right.
When did you start
it's
doing
exciting.
comedy?
I've been doing comedy for about 2 years. I dabbled in a little when I was 17. I tried to do it, but I didn't have enough life experience. I didn't have enough real problems.
Now you definitely got some
Now
things
you
to
get
talk
some
about.
life experience.
And a lot of people,
about.
just to not get it confused, you didn't just start comedy after the show.
No. I've been doing the comedy for 2 years. I started off at the Ontario Improv in
Right,
Southern
okay.
California. Took some classes there. I've been on stage there